Is there another left tackle the 49ers should sign instead of Trent Williams? Or instead of sign, acquire? Acquire.
Well, I'm going to go the sign route, and I'm going to steal somebody that you mentioned already, Grant. I was looking at who the options are in free agency, and the one that jumps out, you mentioned this guy a few weeks ago. I don't know if people remember, but it's Alejandro Villanueva out of Pittsburgh. This guy, he's going to be 33. He's only a year younger than Trent Williams, but he has a lot less tread on his tires. He's only played in 96 games through the course of his career, partly because of that tour of duty they did with the Army Rangers before he got started in the NFL. So the other thing with Villanueva, he started every game for the last 5 years for Pittsburgh. You're going to lose a little bit of that road grader type of left tackle that the 49ers have right now, but I think Villanueva is going to be just as good as Williams at pass protection, or could be. He was a tight end when he started his career at Army, and that sounds very familiar to Joe Staley, what we saw with Joe Staley when he came through, I think it was Central Michigan. So that's the direction that I would go. I think you could probably get him for about, right now his contract was, I think, $6 million per year. So you might be able to get a guy like Villanueva for 10 to 12, which is a much better deal for the 49ers overall. If you can get him for 2 to 3 years, you're getting a guy that's been healthy and has played at a Pro Bowl level.
I like that answer.
Yeah, Villanueva, I think, is the top free agent outside of Trent Williams and would definitely be cheaper. But my guy, and this is way outside the box and probably won't happen, but the Saints are facing a huge salary cap crunch in 2021. I think they're 90 under or 90 over, so that's tough. What's stopping them from? They have a solid offensive line. Asking about Terran Armstead for a third-round pick, similar to what Trent Williams had trade was. He's very good offensive tackle, but he's been hurt a couple times. And they got to free up salary cap. They invested in their offensive line last year on the interior. Maybe they'll go that route in the draft again with a tackle, and they could shed some salary cap, and the Niners could get a left tackle for the next couple of years.
That was good. Good answer.
They need to convince and woo George Staley out of retirement. Make George Staley, bring him back at left tackle. He's the same weight as Mike McGlinchey, but better technique. It is going to work out at left tackle if you bring him back. At the very least, he will be able to tell Mike McGlinchey, what are you doing? Get your ass back there. He's going to get in his face. He's going to get in everyone's face. Bring Joe Staley back to left tackle.
I like that answer. I don't think there's enough money in the world. I think Joe Staley's like, look, that's not my problem anymore. Chris Royal said it, and I like this. I'm just going to throw it out there as an outside-the-box answer. Trade Bosa to move into the top 5 and draft Penei Sewell. Use next year's 1 and mid-round against Stafford. Possible. I kind of like this idea because the way I'm looking at Bosa is hell of a player. I don't want to give him a second contract for a lot of reasons. The injury and the price. He's going to get quarterback money. He's going to get more than Matthew Stafford. He's going to get
salary cap hostage.
Crazy. And the injuries. So I'm looking to trade him anyway. And if you could trade him to the Jets right now, Robert Saleh, who coached him before, get the number 2 pick, move back 3 spots, get Sewell at 5 and an edge rusher with the other pick that you get, or edge rusher in round 2. I like that because Sewell looks like the kind of offensive lineman that I would want on my team for 15 years. Sewell looks like the kind of guy you'd want to give 4 contracts to. He looks like a better player than Trent Williams ever was. That guy looks special, and even though he's not an edge rusher, he plays maybe this a position that's just as important or almost as important. So that's it. That's one way you could do it. Sewell. I don't know.
No, that's a nice
What do
toss
you
up
think,
right there.
Oregon Duck? Is it crazy?
I like the last sentence there in that question, but I think trading Bosa, you better get more than 1 first-round pick, in my opinion, for him because he'll probably need a new contract before that 5th year, but you have at least 2 years with him.
Cost
on
control.
That, cheap salary, and he's a game wrecker, but Penei Sewell is a very good left tackle, and he's probably the only person in this draft I would even consider that, but I wouldn't trade Bosa for that.
He went to Oregon, and he doesn't want Penei. So you heard
Penei Sewell is very, very good, but
Maverick says he's overrated. That's what he said. Okay.
Wow. Mr. Oregon's man of mystery here.